Well, shalom. Hopefully it's connected. Everybody can hear me okay. And we're gonna go ahead and get started. Now, I was hit with a melody, okay? Like right after I posted this to YouTube, then I was hit with a melody all of a sudden. And so I had to record that. And we getting ready to play it here soon. Bruh, I know that these messages are hard, okay? I know that they're bitter pills, alright? But swallow it you will if you truly want salvation, okay? I'm sorry, but yeah, you have to earn salvation. It's not a free gift by grace that you're saved. It's not a blood sacrifice that covers your sin. You have to take accountability for how you have lived your life upon this earth. That's the truth of the matter, okay? Now, you can continue to believe in a blood sacrifice if you want to, and go ahead and add on to the condemnation, okay? And you're going to add to your condemnation. Alright, that's what you're doing when you are covering yourself in blood, okay? And when you're dependent upon a blood sacrifice, to cover your sin. You have free agency. You didn't have to do that wickedness. You didn't have to do that evil, okay? You choose to do that evil with your free agency. And then you want to claim that blood covers your transgressions. You have deceived yourself, okay? I realize that's a bitter pill, when we've been living in a world like, it's been pleasure island, okay? It's literally, bruh, people been just able to live doing without wilt, okay? Do without wilt, alright? Christianity is nothing but a smoke screen, okay? Your religion is nothing but a smoke screen. For satanic worship, okay? Satanic doctrines of men, alright? Your religion is a smokescreen, alright? It's shielding you away from truly getting to know your maker, alright? And now the world is full of people with no morals, no love, no compassion, no mercy, no empathy. None of this is in their heart. But what's in their hearts is hatred, envy, bitterness, jealousy, lust, greed, selfishness, okay? You need to ask yourself why that is. There's all of these religions that's been upon the earth all of this time, right? Clearly, all right? There's churches everywhere. How come the earth is filled with lust and violence? How come most people don't know the meaning of life? This is absolutely insane. That people, that the world is evil. You know that it's a wicked ass world, but you're not making the connection to who set themselves up in authority and took the reins of the earth. Okay? You refuse to look at that. Instead, it's easier for you to pawn it off on your maker, okay? You just sum it up. Life ain't fair, okay? But you're seeing this as this reality that we were born in, as if that this is all there is. That's how you're seeing it. You're seeing this reality as if this is all there is, okay? You refuse to take into consideration the eternal time intervals, okay? You don't know true prophecy, okay? You have not been given the oracles and nor the keys to the kingdom. Only those who humble themselves like little children will receive the keys to the kingdom and the oracles of the Great Spirit. And it will line up to the word from the beginning to the end. Okay? So you don't want to take into consideration that we've been living during the times of the Gentiles? Okay? You don't want to make that connection. You want to ignore that. You want to ignore how these people got control of the earth. Okay? The scripture literally tells us that the earth has been given into the hands of the wicked. But people are taking that at face value. They don't want to go deeper. Okay? Why was it given? Was it given by God? Was it given by the Great Spirit to the hands of the wicked? No, not directly. However, the Great Spirit is all good. So will allow for all nations to get their opportunity to show forth his righteousness upon the earth. And it just so happens to be that the Gentiles were the last to have that opportunity. Okay? They had a time, the Greeks, a times, the Romans, and then the half a time, the revised Roman Empire. All of us upon the face of the earth today has been born into the revised Roman Empire, and it has already been well established. They already stamped out the truth, and they saturated the whole world full of lies and deceptions and deceit. Okay? They spread all of their erroneous doctrines by force, by the sword. Okay? The Inquisition, you don't want to pay attention to that. This is what you Christians try to say is coming in the future. That you're going to die for the testimony of the Messiah. They're going to behead you. That they're going to have guillotine. They already did this, bro. But you refuse to look at that. You refuse to look at how they tortured the saints. After the disciples were murdered, they did it to the followers of the disciples and of the Messiah who held the doctrine of the Messiah, the promised anointed one. Okay? Your church, it stemmed from the Vatican. Okay? And they were the ones that sent forth the edicts to search out all non-Christian lands, take over them, force them by way of the sword to worship our God. Okay? They gave you a counterfeit. And this is what the world worships. The counterfeit. You have no love in your heart. You have no compassion in your heart. You have no mercy in your heart. It's all about money and selfishness. Okay? That comes from the beast. You have the mark of the beast in your forehead. It is not a literal mark. The Gentiles stole the Hebrew records. They were not the people. They had no real understanding. And that which they could not understand, they either left out or changed it. Okay? You need to understand that the scriptures have been manipulated by an adversary. And then erroneous doctrines has been spread all over the earth all of this time. We have been living in a revised Roman Empire, people. Now we are at the end of it because the two witnesses has been risen. Just because you want to ignore us doesn't mean that your destruction is not imminent. Okay? Your destruction is imminent. He didn't raise us up just for the hell of it. He didn't put his word in us just for the hell of it. We're here to help you. You have to humble yourself. You have to repent. You have to have a renewed mind. You have to have a renewed heart. Your heart of stone has to be taken away. That is the only way. to be protected and spared, and you don't have much time left. Sorry, but we've been awakened. You had all of this time while we were sleeping, okay? While the two witnesses lay dead in the street for a times and half a time, and you seen us all during this half a time, this half a time. You've been seeing the condition of so-called Negroes. You've been seeing the condition of so-called African Americans. You've been seeing our condition, and you scoff at us. You shake your head at us. We are the scorning of the nations, and you know it. The signs and wonders are upon us, and it cannot be refuted. You have refused to restore us. You have refused to tell the truth. Now, I'm not saying all of you. I'm addressing those who set themselves up in authority. They did not do righteousness. They did pure evil. Now, I didn't plan that intro, but let's go ahead and play this audio. This is going to be the melody. Let's get that out the way. 1 second.
Oh my gosh, I got to go with it. I gotta go with it, bro. Oh, you're about to reap. You're about to reap your just desserts. Yeah, you are about to reap. You're about to reap your just desserts. You might as well pull up a seat, get your napkin and fork. Bro, oh my God. Oh, because you're about to swallow down, bro. You're about to swallow it all down. You are about to reap your just desserts. Oh, yes, and you're going to weep because you have caused great suffering. You have caused mass weeping. You have caused great suffering and mourning, for all humanity and all creation is travailing in agony and pain together until now. You're about to reap. You're about to reap your just desserts. Yeah, you're really about to reap. You're about to reap your just desserts. So pull up a seat, get your napkin and fork. 'Cause you're about to swallow down. Yeah, you're about to swallow down. You will reap your just desserts. You're really about to reap. You're about to reap your just desserts. Had to get it out, bro.
Now, yes indeed, you are about to reap your just desserts. Everyone, examine your heart. Examine your actions. What have you sown upon the earth all of this time? Do you think that your circumstances gave you an excuse to mistreat people? Do you think your status gave you the right to mistreat people? To mistreat animals? Oh yeah, they're included. It's included how you treated the animals. They're living beings. They were given the breath of life by the Great Spirit just like you and me. They feel pain just like you and me. Why is it the fact that you don't have no compassion for them? This is absolutely insane how people are complacent with fast food restaurants all over the place selling the dead, mutilated body parts of innocent animals that suffered and lost their life for profit and for greed, gluttony. I have a broken heart and a contrite spirit before the Great Spirit. I mourn for the state of humanity and all of creation. I have all my life. And now I've been given utterance to speak. For a reason. Now let's go ahead and get into this audio. My bad. 1 second. Trying to stop other stuff from running in the background that I don't need. Give me just a moment. These melodies be on my heart, bro, and I have to sing them, you know. Let's go ahead and get it.
I literally be trying not to grab my phone, bro. Like, oh my God. Alright, so I do have a message that's upon my spirit, right? So I was in my head, and I wasn't planning on grabbing my phone. I was just going to communicate in my head with the Great Spirit, like usual, okay? And I'm just like, you know, I enjoy living the way that I've been instructed to live, okay? Loving my neighbor as I do myself, okay? Refraining from doing to others that which I wouldn't want done to myself. And doing for others that which I have the means to do and that I will want done for myself, okay? And so anyway, I was just in my head pondering over these things, right? And I was like, it's so simple. It is not even complicated. It's not hard. It's like, why do people make this such a big deal? Like it's impossible. Like, bro, it's not impossible not to do to other people things that you wouldn't want done to yourself. Like, what is wrong? Like, are you serious right now? It is not hard to do for others the things that you will want done for yourself if you have the means to do so. Okay? And I was in my head and I was talking to the Father. I was like, you know, the only thing that makes it hard is the fact that, you know, his remnant was awakened here in the lands of our captivity at the tail end, at the end, the crashing of the revived Roman Empire, the worst of the times of the Gentiles, the last part, which is the times of the worst of the heathen, okay, because their wickedness, the stench thereof has reached high heaven, you know. So because we were awakened in this time, bruh, yeah, I agree that it can be hard, okay? Like, they test you, bro. They put you to the limit, all right? They will literally, like, it's not the Father that is testing us.
All right, now hold on. This is scripture, okay? This is scripture that they will wear out the saints, okay? So let me show you that. Okay? See, many of you Christians, you do away with the so-called Old Testament, okay? And you pretty much only stay in a so-called New Testament, and you pretty much only listen to Paul, okay? But Paul has his place. You don't know his place. You have placed Paul as a god, okay? Now, let's read Daniel 7:25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High. Have these wicked people not done it? You're confused on who the Most High is. For these people have blended good and evil and put that on the Great Spirit, thereby creating a false God and teaching that to you. Okay? But the Most High loves you and has always loved you, has been long-suffering, awaiting for humanity to love one another as they do theyself. But they refuse because they're constantly being deceived. How are they being deceived? Because they constantly listen to mortal men, and they refuse to listen to the small still voice within them, in their conscience. You know damn well that you are convicted when you do something contrary to the eternal laws of love, life, and purity. You just forget when you were a child. You have to humble yourself like a child. Like when you were a child, when you didn't know nothing. But you knew that you had an uneasy feeling when you were doing something that you knew was wrong. Go back to that. His word is already in you. But these wicked people has created false gods, false doctrines, and fed that to you via many religions. Okay, so they have spoken great words against the Most High, against the Great Spirit, and they have worn out the saints of the Most High. We have been trodden down all of our life. The children of light has been trodden down all of our life. The saints is not you Christians in your churches. The saints is us, the children of light. They have changed times. I've shown you proof of this already many times. I'm not doing it right now. All right? They changed laws. They made you think that you didn't have to keep the eternal law of love, life, and purity. You can just live lavishly in your carnal flesh because Jesus came to the earth to be a blood sacrifice for you. So all you got to do is confess that out your mouth and believe that in your heart. You have been deceived. We were given into the hands of the enemy for a time and times and a dividing of time. We were given into the hands of the Greeks. We were given into the hands of the Romans. And we were given into the hands of the revised Roman Empire over here in the fourth part of the earth, where they set it up. Their whole system was created to keep us down and them on top, and all those who worship them. Now,
they will literally, it's not the Father that is testing us. No, we're put to the test by these wicked people, okay? And the Great Spirit is allowing it, all right? That's way different than the Most High, the Great Spirit, doing wickedness, doing evil towards us, okay? That does not happen. Okay? Wicked do wicked things, okay? The wicked do wickedly, all right? The righteous do righteously, okay? It is not a mix, it's not a blend, okay?
Now, let's prove that, shall we? You see, there's a difference all throughout here. That's Proverbs 11. Alright. The righteous of the perfect shall direct his way, but the wicked shall fall by his own wickedness. Hold on. There's a specific one I'm looking for too. Hold on. Because a tree does not change, okay? Hold on. I don't know exactly how it goes, but hold up. I don't want to go to no websites either. Let me see if I saved it on my PC. Because there's a difference. Okay? Wickedness is the opposite of righteousness. It is not a blend. Okay? Corrupt tree. Let's see. Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit, but a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. Okay? The all power, the great spirit is all good. Okay? There is no evil that comes from the great spirit. Okay? And we have free agency to choose to do good or evil. All right? We have free agency to choose righteousness or wickedness. All right? A good tree cannot bring forth evil fruit. All right? That means that the great spirit does not put out evil. Evil is the rebellion against good. Okay? Neither can a corrupt tree bring forth good fruit. Now, what is a corrupt tree? A corrupt tree, put it in today's, let's put it into a concept for today. That is everybody who refuses to humble themselves like little children. You have been corrupted, okay? Your spirit has been corrupted, all right? Yes. Your spirit has been tainted, all right? Your conscience has been seared with a hot iron. So that means that you are not connected to your maker. You're not connected to the source, all right? Therefore, there's many people upon the earth today who are a corrupted tree, all right? Therefore, they are not bringing forth good fruit. What is the fruit that we can literally see in our lives today? Selfishness, greed, hatred, envy, bitterness, deceit, deception, all right? All of this is the opposite of the great spirit. All of this is the opposite of how we were instructed to live our life upon the earth. Okay? They are opposed to the good tree. All right? Every tree that bringeth not good fruit is about to be hewn down and cast into the fire. That is what is on the horizon for all of you wicked people who refuse to humble yourself like little children, unlearn the indoctrination, and relearn via the spirit of truth. It's not complicated. It's not hard. The Great Spirit realizes that your conscience has been seared. That's why we've been risen up, to give you the living word that's already in you. Okay? Beware of false prophets. They come to you in sheep's clothing. Let me give you a visual. See, they don't cause you to feel conviction. You know? Therefore, they're not speaking by way of the Spirit to you. They don't have the Spirit of truth. The Spirit of truth comes to reprove. And when you're being reproved, you will feel uneasy. It's hard to hear reproof. These people don't give that to you. These people give you a scapegoat. These people point you into getting money, getting gain. Prosperity gospel. That don't come from the Great Spirit. That comes from the adversary. Materialism and monetary gain. That comes from the pits of hell. It's not sustainable. It is not eternal. They all led you to the lake of fire. So you gotta come out of her, my people, so that you are not a partaker of her iniquity. Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves. They took advantage of you, taking up tithes and offerings, and they're not even helping you. They done led you to destruction, and you pay them for it. Throwing your money and your honor, your respect at these people. The Messiah told us that we shall know them by their fruit. Where is their good fruit? Is their money good fruit? Them able to just live lavishly? Is that good fruit? Seriously, people. Do men gather grapes of thorns or figs of thistles? No, not logically. They wouldn't. If they were able to think logically, they wouldn't be doing that. Satan didn't play fair. Evil did not play fair. Evil had to deceive in order to get their way. They got you trying to gather fruit. They got you trying to gather grapes from thorns. They got you trying to get figs from thistles. While you ignore the good tree. Even so, every good tree bringeth forth good fruit. You ignore us. But a corrupt tree bringeth forth evil fruit. Let's show you some things. Look at that. Is that righteous? He got a private airport on 24 acres. Does this look like somebody that got the spirit of the Most High? I would say that this evil fruit, these charlatans, they fed you many lies and deceptions. But hey, they got a degree in theology, so they must know what they're talking about. Who are you? You ain't got no theology degree. Why should we listen to you? Hey, we don't force anything over here. Go ahead. Keep listening to these charlatans. But your time running out. They living lavishly. They made their heaven on this earth. They got their reward. They got to live in the blessing. So they're about to reap great destruction. These people right here, bruh, I won't say that it's impossible for them to repent, but it's damn near impossible for them to repent. They have a stiff penalty. And all of these people, just like them, okay? All of them, they have a stiff penalty. You are about to see the destruction of these people. All of them. Every tree that bringeth not forth good fruit is gonna be hewn down, is gonna be torn down, is gonna be hewn down and cast into the fire. Wherefore by their fruits you shall know them. Not every one that saith unto me, Lord, Lord, shall enter into the kingdom of heaven, but he that doeth the will of my Father which is in heaven. That has nothing to do with blood sacrifice. That has everything to do with obeying the Great Spirit when we were instructed to love one another as we love ourselves. Do for one another as we will want done for ourselves. Refrain from doing to others anything that we would not want done to ourselves. If you have not lived your life like this, then you got some repenting to do, and with a quickness. And it ain't just lip service. You have to actually begin to walk in it. And you ain't got much time. Now let's continue.
So now I have chosen for my life to live my life this way. But again, as I stated, yeah, they make it hella difficult in this time, in this reality, because pretty much everybody around me is artificial. They're superficial. Okay? They only care about trivial things. Okay? They carry on about superficiality, vanity, money, okay? Like they put their whole essence in money and everything about money and everything about gratifying their flesh, okay?
Now, I showed this visual before. Let me show you again. Give me just a second. See, this is what I'm instructed to do. I'm instructed to give you understanding and clarity. It is out of divine love that I'm here for you. Not to set myself up in authority over you. It ain't my word that I'm giving you. Alright? Now, we're all down here. Okay? We're all down here. That's the arrow. We're all down here. Okay? We were all born here. We have a spirit. We came from the realms of deity. While we were up here in a spirit realm, in the realms of deity, our first estate, okay, when our spirit was created and we were being taught by our spirit mothers the eternal laws of love, life, and purity and all the spiritual things, okay? But we couldn't really understand happiness and freedom for eternity. How could we when we were already happy and free? Okay, so, you know, in order to really appreciate being happy and free, you know, we would have to come into mortality. Okay? And so we all have to come down here to the second estate. Alright? Mortality. Alright? Now we're all here on this earth. Let me get my little brush. I'm going to do this thing again for you guys to give you a visual, okay? We're going to have... Oops. Okay, now. Let me get a color here. And I'm going to make the Celestials the same color as the Celestial Kingdom. Alright. And it's not a lot of us. Okay, we're only 1/3. Okay, and we're pretty scattered. So, again, I want to make sure that's scattered a little bit more, bruh. Alright. We're very, very scattered, okay? Like, bruh, as I stated before, I really feel alone, okay? So, that's pretty much how it is, okay? We're really scattered, alright? That's Celestials, alright? Now, let's go ahead and get the terrestrials. Okay, let's get the terrestrials. Hopefully they don't change my color, bro. On that. Good. Alright, now there's a whole bunch of terrestrials, alright, of course. Alright, because it's the broad road. Alright, it's the broad road. Alright, and they're all surrounding us, okay? You need to understand, I'm trying to give you a visual the best way that I can. Give you understanding. Okay? What it's like for me on this earth. Okay? All my life. Give me a second. Just work with me, okay? It's a whole bunch of the terrestrials, alright? It's a broad road and it's the majority of people. Okay? Yep, this is the terrestrials, okay? This is most people, alright? Now, now we're gonna get the terrestrials. Alright, we're gonna make the terrestrials red. Alright, these are the holy evil people, okay? And there's not that many of them. Alright, so we're going to kind of scatter them out a little bit. You know, they're not too scattered from one another. You know, we can put them kind of close. But you see. You know, compared to the celestials, it is kind of more of these evil as people, because we live in an evil as world and whatnot. But it's nowhere near as many as the terrestrials. Okay, so there you have it. You have the holy evil people, all right, and then you have the people who are from this realm here, and you know they're the ones that set themselves up in authority. So we're gonna make them dark red, okay, and it's very very few of them, kind of like the celestials, all right, and you never see these people. You will never see them, you know, the ones behind the scene. All right. So you see, now these yellow ones, all right, you see how we're surrounded by all of these other people, okay? So let's go back a bit in the audio and let's replay that. All right, 1 second.
Have chosen.
So, hold on.
So now I have chosen for my life to live my life this way. But again, as I stated, yeah, they make it hella difficult in this time, in this reality, because pretty much everybody around me is artificial. They're superficial, okay? They only care about trivial things, okay? They carry on about superficiality, vanity, money, okay? Like they put their whole essence in money and everything about money and everything.
Hold on, bro. I thought I switched y'all over to the Photoshop. Alright, so dang, y'all didn't see none of that. Okay, so let me go back and show you, okay? I put all of them dots there. My bad, y'all couldn't see it. Now you can see it. That's why I was upon my spirit to go and check the OBS. I'm glad that I did. Alright, let me actually put this above all of that. Okay. Now, the yellow dots, okay, is the celestials upon the earth. Alright? The yellow dots is the celestials. You see how we're scattered. Okay? And again, the blue dots is the terrestrial kingdom. Alright? That is the broad way. Okay? That's the broad way. Alright? And then the telestial kingdom. Okay? Those are your bright red dots. Okay? And then your dark red dots are the ones that set themselves up in authority over all humanity and all creation. Okay? Now, as you heard on the audio, I chose to step up to the plate here. Alright? I chose repentance. Okay? I chose to once I repented and was baptized by fire, all right, given instruction, I chose to be obedient. Okay, therefore I had to walk by faith and not by sight. All right, while I'm doing that, I'm still living here. Okay, I'm still here. I'm living here, you know, surrounded by all of these people living in their carnal flesh, have seared their conscience, so they don't hear the Great Spirit. Okay, I'm weird to them. All right, I'm an oddball. They can't understand me. Okay, so they cast me off and ostracize me, and just I'm nothing. I'm nobody down here in this second estate, in this reality. All right? Because right now, in this reality that we are living in, it is this kingdom, that has had authority and rule over this second estate for a time, times, and half a time. Well, actually, with the whole dang statue, you know, but there were periods of time where there were righteousness, okay? But however, this is the times of the Gentiles we're talking about. And all of this time, times, and half a time, it has been ruled by this kingdom, okay? The earth given into the hands of the wicked, all right? Let me break that down for you. 1 second. Let's go here. Because it's not like the Great Spirit was like, here you go. And it's not like the Great Spirit was with these wicked people who came and colonized the lands and took over, okay? No. However, the Great Spirit didn't on the lands, okay? Did not protect our lands. Had withdrew his protection from us. All right. Therefore, the wicked was able to take the earth by force. First, they took down our lands. Okay. They took our lands from us. They subdued the holy people. Okay. Because we refused to keep the eternal laws. All right. So we went through great destruction. And out of our great destruction, the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. But they took it by force. Okay, with much bloodshed. All right. So the wicked covereth the faces of the judges. All right. If not, where and who is he? Okay. They had a confederacy. Psalms 83. To hide who we are. Okay. The spirit be flowing fast, bro. Psalms 83. Keep not thy silence, O power. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O power. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. Wouldn't that be a conspiracy? They want to claim that conspiracies don't exist. But these people are a conspiracy. Okay? They took crafty counsel against the original people of all the lands that they colonized. They consulted against thy hidden ones, the children of light, covering the faces of the judges. Okay? 1 second. I close it out. Of course. Alright. He covered the faces of the judges. Okay? Now, they have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation. We're the only ones that, bruh, they have reclassified us over and over and over and over and over again. Okay, proverbs and bywords has been placed upon us. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whether the Most High would allow us to be led. Okay? So that thou shalt be mad for the sight of thine eyes which thou shalt see. This is why I had anger issues all my life. Okay? I did not like how people kept trying to control me. Be a dictator over me. We were smited in the knees and in the legs with a sore botch that cannot be healed from the sole of thy feet to the top of our head. We're the most diseased and ill people, okay? They have systematically poisoned us. They have literally targeted us through the food, through the medicines, through all kinds of everything, okay? Targeting us to pollute us, okay? The Most High shall bring thee and thy king, which thou shalt set over thee, unto a nation which neither thou nor thy fathers have known. Now the Most High didn't do this, but he allowed this, okay? And we have served other gods. Gods of wood, Christianity, gods of stone, Islam, the two biggest religions that so-called black people have attached themselves to, because it was forced upon them by way of the sword. We became an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all nations, whether we have been driven. Okay? We work their jobs, but gather little in. For they come and they take our whole damn paycheck from us, living paycheck to paycheck on a perpetual cycle. Thou shalt plant vineyards and dress them, but shall neither drink of the wine nor gather the grapes, for the worm shall eat them. Thou shalt have olive trees throughout all thy coast, but thou shalt not anoint thyself with the oil, for thine olive shall cast its fruit. They have stolen everything from us. They took over all of our resources, poisoned it, and then sold it to the general public. Y'all gonna stop playing with us, okay? They cut us off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. They have consulted together with one consent, okay? That's why you get all your secret societies. They are confederate against thee. Is that not a conspiracy? It tells you out of these nations that are confederate with one another, so that they could take the blessing and live lavishly while they downtrod the children of light. But we have been risen to give you this word by the way of the Spirit, whether you take heed or not. Now, this is the reason he allowed these things to happen to us. He said that he will hide his face from us, that he will see what our end shall be, because we were a very forward generation, children in whom there was no obedience. Okay? We were not obeying the eternal laws. All right? Therefore, great destruction came upon us. We sacrificed unto devils. We were slaughtering the animals, claiming that their blood covered our transgression, though we were committing an even greater transgression by killing the animal, and then even a greater transgression by eating the dead flesh thereof. Okay? My people sacrificed unto devils, not unto the Great Spirit. For the sacrifices of the Great Spirit is a broken heart and a contrite spirit. Okay? Repentance, obedience, humility. Okay? Humbling yourself like a child. But my people did not sacrifice their heart and crucify their flesh, okay, and walk in the Spirit. They refused to do that. So instead, they were carnal minded, and they thought that they could take an animal, an innocent, unblemished lamb, and kill it, and claim that its blood covers their sin. This was a great transgression to the Great Spirit, when we were constantly warned over and over and over and over again. But they refused to listen. Okay? We sacrificed to gods whom we knew not, to new gods that came newly up. This is the gods that the Gentiles forced upon us, whom our fathers fear not. All right? Our fathers didn't worship those gods of the Gentiles. All right? That's something that we were doing in ignorance while we were sleeping. We have forgotten our power. We forget the Great Spirit. Okay? And when the Great Spirit looked upon us and all the wickedness that we were committing in a blessed, promised land, he abhorred it. Okay? He abhorred our transgressions, all of our bloodshed and the eating of flesh and blood. Because of the provoking of his sons and daughters, okay, we refused to hearken. We were wholly wicked, okay? So he said he will hide his face from us, and we'll see what our end shall be. We were a very forward generation, children in whom there was no obedience. Alright, so I don't really like the way that this is written, bro, because they mix good and evil and they put that on the Great Spirit. Okay? And the Great Spirit is not jealous. The Great Spirit is long-suffering and was long-suffering with my people. Okay? So he had to allow calamity to come upon us. And he knew in his foreknowledge how these Gentiles was going to be. He knew how the worst of the heathen was going to be over here in a fourth part of the earth. That's why he kept warning us. Till there was nothing that he could do. He sent the promised anointed one, and what did we do? Hand him over to the worst of the heathen to have them murder him. And then they pronounced that wicked curse upon them and their descendants. May his blood be upon us and upon all of our children. So, of course, Daniel 9:12. Hold on. Yeah. Daniel 9:12. See, he has confirmed his words, which he spake against us and against our judges that judged us, by allowing upon us a great evil. For under the whole heaven has not been done as has been done upon Jerusalem. Okay? That be us. As it is written in the law of Moses, all this evil is come upon us. Yet we made not our prayer before the Most High our power, that we might turn. Okay? Not believe in blood sacrifice, but turn from our iniquity and understand thy truth. Okay? Therefore, the Great Spirit watched upon the evil and allowed it to come upon us. He didn't bring it upon us. That eternal law is in effect, okay? The eternal law of sowing and reaping is in effect. We brought it upon ourselves because we refuse to repent. We refuse to turn, okay? We refuse to turn from our iniquity. We refuse to turn from our iniquities, okay? We refuse to understand his truth, okay? Therefore he watched upon our destruction, allowed it to come upon us, all right? For the Most High our power is righteous in all his works in which he doeth. For we obeyed not. For we obeyed not his voice. He's not a dictator. No. You either keep the eternal laws of love, life, and purity, and be at peace with all humanity and all creation, and have the earth be at peace with you, or break those eternal laws, break the eternal commandments, and have all kinds of chaos and war death, destruction. You bring it upon yourselves in your disobedience. What is it that you cannot understand? He instructs us out of love. The Great Spirit doesn't want to see our suffering. If only we would be obedient, we would never go through suffering. And now, O Lord, our power, that has brought thy people forth out of the land of Egypt with a mighty hand, and has gotten thee renown, as at this day we have sinned, we have done wickedly. Okay? Now we are not renowned as of right now. Right now we are a scorning among all nations. Not that one. Hold on. This one. Yeah, we're a horror. Object of horror. Scorning. Hold on. There's more. And see, we were scattered among the nations. We are the remnant. Okay? Left few in number among the heathen, where we have been scattered. Alright? And there we have served gods, the work of men's hands. Okay? Working jobs. Alright? We serve the gods of wood and stone in our religions. Okay? Which neither see, nor hear, nor eat, nor smell. You can't get nothing out of them religions. You can't get nothing of substance out of working your jobs. Okay? None of that is going to be eternal. But if from thence thou shalt seek the Most High thy power, seek ye first the kingdom and his righteousness, and then all of these things will be given unto you. Sound familiar? But if from thence thou shalt seek the Most High thy power, so basically if you turn from that, okay, he's telling us, if we turn from that, we turn from doing what the world is telling us to do, we come out of the religions, okay, we turn from that, and we seek first the kingdom of the Most High and his righteousness, we will find him. Okay? If thou seek. If we seek him with our whole heart and with our whole soul. Okay? This is what I chose to do. Alright? When thou art in tribulation, and all these things are come upon thee, even in the latter days, if thou turn to the Most High thy power, and shalt be obedient unto his voice. Let's get more. For the Most High our power is a merciful power. He will not forsake us, neither destroy us, nor forget the covenant of our fathers, which he sware unto them. Okay? Yeah, there is a covenant that me and my fathers have with the Great Spirit. Alright? I'm not trying to read all of this, bro. Alright? I proved my points already. But yeah, you can get more understanding. Just go read it for yourself. Okay? Now. So this fire that was kindled in what they call his anger is just that he had to, allow us to reap what we had sown, okay? And it consumed the whole earth, okay? It set on fire the foundations of the mountains, okay? We reaped our just deserts. Yes, we did. Alright? But it wasn't the Great Spirit that brung this upon us. Alright? We brung it upon ourselves by breaking the eternal laws. Therefore, we reaped our just deserts. Okay? And it was only for a certain amount of time, Gentiles. And now, because he woke us up in the land of our captivity, your time is up. Alright? So now, the earth is not any longer going to be allowed to be handled and mistreated by the wicked. It's going to come back into the hands of the righteous. Okay? That's what is coming. Alright? Now let's go ahead and continue in audio. Oh, I did take it back, didn't I? Because you guys couldn't see it first. So we're going to go ahead and play that one more time. One more time we're going to play it, okay? We're all down here together. Let me go ahead and switch you back to Photoshop. We're all down here together. Alright? I'm doing my best to explain this. Alright? No, I'm not setting myself up in authority over you. By explaining to you the celestials, okay, upon the earth. Alright? The only reason I'm telling you that I'm celestial is to give you the understanding about what life is like for me upon this earth. Okay? It is not to set myself up above you. I have to go through hell on this earth, and I have had to all my life with no understanding until it was brought to me. So please understand what I'm saying, all right? I have good reason for breaking this down to you like this, all right? For first of all, I'm led to by way of the Spirit. Okay, so these yellow ones is the celestial beings wrapped in flesh. Okay, you cannot tell who the celestials are. Alright, and the living witnesses. Alright, I didn't do all the celestials, okay? I only did the living witnesses for this explanation here. Alright, the living witnesses of Israel and Judah, we are very few, okay? And we are surrounded by all of these other people, okay? Now let's go ahead and play this audio.
So now I have chosen for my life to live my life this way. But again, as I stated, they make it hella difficult in this time, in this reality, because pretty much everybody around me is artificial. They're superficial, okay? They only care about trivial things, okay? They carry on about superficiality, vanity, money, okay? Like they put their whole essence in money and everything about money and everything about gratifying their flesh, okay? And I know I seem crazy as hell, okay? But bro, this is what irked me my entire life, that I was surrounded by this, and I wanted to live in the Spirit, but I didn't know that. I had to be awakened to that, okay? But everything in this world...
Hold on. So, you heard what I just said about how I'm down here in this world. I want to live in the Spirit, okay? I was given a free spirit, okay? And I knew, even without understanding while I was living down here, alright, I knew that my spirit was being chained down, okay? And I did not like it. I did not like my spirit being chained down and me being dragged over here, okay? This is what this world does to people, okay? Your schooling, alright, all of that is dragging our spirit here by force, okay? Keep in mind that the Great Spirit doesn't force anything. Only this wicked ass kingdom here wants to force everything, okay? So, it makes life really difficult for us. All right? And then all while we're being forced by this satanic kingdom, to do what this world tells us to do, then we're also ridiculed. All right? So you see the red dots, okay? That's this kingdom, the holy wicked people, and the dark red dots, the holy wicked people, they're forcing us, actually it's the dark reds that's forcing us by force with their system to be here. And then you see all the blue dots, okay? So all the blue dots is like my family and my friends, associates, okay, acquaintances, everybody around me, ridiculing me, putting me down. Because I'm rebelling against the dark red dots, okay? I'm rebelling against this satanic ass kingdom. I'm knowing that they are forcing me here, and I don't want to be here. So I'm rebelling away from here, and while I'm rebelling away from here, all you blue dots is, scorning me, ridiculing me, gaslighting me, okay? And all I want to do is be free. All I want to do is follow my divine purpose. So that's what it is, bro. It's hell for us on this earth. And then we get no love whatsoever. Okay, we are divine. I am divine love. All right, I come in divine love. But yet I'm wholly hated by most people. Okay, it's crazy. But I understand now, because I ain't of this world. All praises to the Great Spirit. Let's continue.
But everything in this world wants to suppress the spirit and gratify the flesh. Okay? They want to dismiss anybody who is different. We all must be carbon copy robots that love money, living lavishly, and gratifying our flesh. Okay? Why aren't you having fun in Pleasure Island? What's wrong with you? We can do all of these things. We ain't got no rules. Yes, you do. You're just not seeing it. You're not seeing how your freedoms has literally been taken from you. Your free agency has been taken from you. But you think you're free because you can do without wilt, living lavishly in your carnal flesh while subduing your spirit. And you hate me because I don't want my spirit subdued like you. You envy me because you see how I really am free. Free spirit. That's what you hate about me. Because the free spirits are celestial. Most free spirits are celestial beings upon the earth. Upon earth immortality, we're all mixed together. You can't tell who we are. Celestial, terrestrial, and telestial beings, souls, are wrapped in flesh. And we're all down here upon the earth. But you celestial beings and you terrestrials, that's the majority of people who feel some type of way about those of us who awakens in a land of our captivity that is celestial. Okay? It's like you're intimidated by us, but that ain't our fault. I don't do what I do to intimidate you. I literally come in divine love because I love you. But you want to make up all of these false ass projections of me. place all of these false realities upon me. You can't project your reality upon me and claim that that's me. No, that's you who's viewing yourself through me. Okay? You're looking at me and you're comparing yourself to me. And because you think in your mind that you can never achieve where I'm at, that's your mindset. Okay? That's your level of thinking. But that's not my thinking. My thinking is that I will help you every step of the way. No, you want to project your reality and claim that I'm a narcissist. You want to project your reality and claim that I'm arrogant. That I think I'm better than you. This is what you do to me. This is what you do to the star seeds. And it's really not you, it's the demons that's within you. But you're allowing this, okay? You're allowing the demons to stop you from being healed. Because of course the demons don't want to leave their habitation. You know? They love being able to partake of the table of Satan. Alright? In Pleasure Island. Anytime you get to bust a nut, guess what? They're busting one too. Okay? That is how they get their gratification. Through you. Okay? You're the host. You enjoy being host for the demons. You enjoy being a host for your cozy indwellers. Well, hey, who am I to tell you that, you know, I can inform you that you'll be much better off if you get rid of those invaders, okay? Invaders of the body snatchers, all right? But see, you think you know better, okay? You've been taught all your life that meat is necessary. You must eat dead bodies in order to live. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. You must feast on corpses in order to live. That's how you get your protein. You gotta munch on a corpse. A rotting corpse. So, and you want to claim that you're a carnivore. You want to claim that diet came from the Great Spirit. Hey, think what you want. Believe what you want. But it ain't going to change the truth. And don't be mad at me simply because I know the truth. I don't have to believe when I know. Because it's on one accord. It lines up with His eternal word. Okay? It ain't never going to change. That is really strong. Oh man, it seems like it needs more water in that, bruh. That is like really strong coffee.
Okay, 1 second, people. There's something in my spirit that the Father's wanted me to get for you. A little bit more understanding and clarity how the demons need a host. Okay, so 1 second. I think more understanding of that is in the book of Enoch. Let me see. Well, I've read it many times from the Holy Megalia, but there is something else. Let me see if I can find it on Google. Give me a second. Come on, bro. They hiding it. I don't know where it's at. Which one? Let's see. They're disembodied spirits. Hold on. The disembodied spirits need a host. They cannot partake of, eating. They can't have their pleasures unless they are in you. Okay? They need a host. Hold on. And they're hiding it. I know it's in the book of Enoch. It gives us way more. Hold on. This is like after the Nephilim were destroyed, their spirits were disembodied. Okay, so they were upon the earth, the demons. Okay, so the disembodied spirits of the Nephilim are the evil spirits upon the earth. Okay, and anyway, they're demons. Okay, so they need a host. All right, in order for them to partake of the pleasures that they crave, such as eating flesh and blood. All right, this allows them to even enter into your body. All right, because they become the manifested demons within you via the parasites and the maggots and the worms that's produced from decomposing flesh. Okay, all flesh has to decompose, decay. Okay. There's a difference between the decay and the decomposing of flesh of a fleshly body is different from a fruit. Okay, like they're different. Okay, now fruits were created for us to eat, so therefore our bodies can use every aspect of the fruit to nourish us. But when we eat dead bodies, when we eat corpses, it doesn't give us any nutrients whatsoever. Instead, it causes all kinds of issues in our body. Okay? We're supposed to have pure temples. Okay? We're supposed to have pure temples. Our body is a temple. All right? But instead of realizing that your body is a temple, you are going to a man-made temple. All right? And you have made your body a tomb. Okay? All right? So you're a walking zombie. You're literally dead. Now, that's basically the gist of what I was trying to get for you. See, I know this by the way of the Spirit, okay? And it is confirmed in the book of Enoch. I just don't really know where exactly is that in the book of Enoch. And they're not bringing it up, okay? So I basically gave you the gist of it. Now, let me prove it to you the other way. All right? Give me just a second. And many times I've shown this. Alright. Give me a second to get it ready. Parasites. You need to understand, people. Oh my gosh, I do this to help you. Okay, I do this to help you. Give me just a moment. I'm getting it all. Alright, now let's switch you guys over to Photoshop. Alright. Now hold on. Before we get that, I'm going to go to this one first. Alright. Now, this is a real thing that has happened, people. You know, with the earth being given into the hands of the wicked, you know, you would think, yes, they would need a scheme. They would need a plan in order to deceive the masses. Okay? And this is something that Satan was allowed his time. Alright? You know damn well the world is wicked. Okay? You just refuse to put two and two together. You refuse to make the connection. Alright? So it's time to make the connection. Alright? And the connection comes with the fullness of the gospel. Okay? The time we've been living in is the end time of the Gentiles. Alright? It is not about the end of the earth. No, it's the end of the Gentile rule. They have done the most. Okay? All humanity and all creation is in trouble. You know, well, they've been in trouble. Okay? Now is the deliverance of those with the ears to hear, the heart to receive, and the eyes to see. Alright? And, you know, the creation. Now, yeah, the demons found that they could pierce the light shield of creatures who fell from the fleshless diet to a diet of flesh. Now, by way of the Spirit, I'm going to go a little more into detail. Okay, you see how this says creatures? That means both man and beast. So you want to use the animal kingdom as an excuse to act like an animal. All right? Now, the animals were given into subjection, not willingly. All right? So you can't, bro, we were given dominion of the animals. Humans were given dominion of the animals. So you can't use them as an excuse to be wicked, okay? You still got to take accountability for your actions. But see, this is what the Gentiles have done. All right? Because they want to live in their carnal flesh like an animal, okay? As a whole. I'm not talking about all individual Gentiles, okay? I'm talking about those who set themselves up in authority, okay? And created this whole system, all right? It was so that they could live carnally in their flesh to the fullest extent, acting like pure animals, okay? Like they don't have no soul, or like they don't have a spirit. Well, the animals have a spirit, but like they don't have a conscience, okay? Like they do not have a conscience, put it that way, all right? So they have basically forced this upon the whole world, all right? They have suppressed your conscience through the brainwashing, okay? Listen to men. Don't listen to what's within you. You've been deceived by your religion, by Christianity, you know, to not listen to your heart, okay? Don't follow your heart, because your heart is deceitfully wicked above all things. You know, a Hebrew Israelite that's without the spirit of truth will throw that out quickly, all right, at those of us with the spirit, okay? They want to claim that our hearts has deceived us, even though the word we've been given is in one accord and in unison from beginning to end. So it's all creatures that fell from the fleshless diet, all right? The demons could pierce the light shield, okay? So your lions, they eat flesh. All the animals that eat flesh are subjected to the demons. However, the demons can't really stay. They don't really stay in the animals. Like they love to stay in us, okay? Because they were once, you know, like us. The demons were once like us. Now they're disembodied spirits, okay? So they prefer to be in us, okay? We are the preferable host, okay? So when you fall from a flesh, when we fell from a fleshless diet to a diet of flesh, now, it's been a field day for the demons to just have their heyday. This is why the world is in the chaos and in the state that it's in. Okay? Demons are in the hearts and minds of the people. All right? And once they entered the light ovum, behold, they could enter even the physical body of the unsuspecting host. All right? See, you don't think that you're demon possessed. All right? Because it ain't like the movies. All right? In the movies, you think the only way you'll know somebody is demon possessed if they're really acting out. And there are some of those too, because they are possessed by legions of demons, okay? And they begin to take over their whole body and everything, okay? But most people, they are possessed by demons, and these demons are able to whisper unto them, all right? And by entering the body of a host, look, the demons gain two things. One, they may now whisper in the mind of their host. So most of the thoughts that you have that are unrighteous, all the thoughts that you have that are unrighteous, it's not you. It's not the real you. The real you is a pure spirit that has been tainted. Okay? So anytime there is a wicked thought that enters into your mind, now you know that you have inhabitants within you, okay? Demons, all right? Body snatchers, okay? They're in you, all right? Not only the thoughts, but also cravings. When you're craving things that you know is detrimental to your health, okay? Now, none of us are perfect, okay? We all got problems. We all battle demons. Okay, they've been able to just run rampant upon the earth. All right, so I ain't perfect. I smoke cigarettes. Isn't that detrimental to my health? Therefore, there are smoke demons that want to inhabit me to enjoy the smoking. Okay, let's just keep it real. All right, however, they hear this word by the way of the Spirit. Okay, they get to partake of when I smoke cannabis, okay? Those the demons that enjoy the cannabis smoke, all right? But they hear this word by the way of the Spirit, and they can't make me do anything that I refuse to do. Okay, I have control and authority over the demons. I don't just let them do whatever the hell they want to do. Okay? Oh, we keep it real over here. All right? So number 2, they may experience vicarious thrills through the sense organs of their host. There you have it. Okay? I don't have sex, so the smoke demons that dwell with me, they're not going to be able to participate in their sexual thrills, so they're going to have to leave me when I'm done smoking and go find another host, okay? And plus, first of all, I don't eat flesh. So most likely I already have no demons, okay? They probably just like standing near me, trying to get a puff of the smoke, okay? But they can't inhabit my body, okay? Now, before I gave up the flesh and the blood, hell yes, I had inhabitants. This is why I always had, I had these questions. I was like, why in the hell do random wicked thoughts just pop in my head? And even after I had given up the flesh, for a period of time, I dealt with these weird ass thoughts popping in my head out of nowhere. All right, now I understand, where it came from. But now, lately, I ain't had no wicked thoughts popping up in my head, bro. And so, wow, I flow by way of the Spirit. And so these things are brought back to my remembrance, okay? I also perceive the remedy for this great evil, a return to the fleshless diet. For once a being rejects the flesh diet of the demons are forced to flee. Now, again, they can hang around, trying to get a whiff of the smoke, okay? But they can't penetrate my light shield, all right? The only way that they can penetrate my light shield is for me to partake of flesh and blood. Alright? We're going to get more understanding. Alright? Yeah, the demons are forced to flee because according to the eternal law, they cannot be within the light ovum. Okay? Now, let's get this right here. I don't know exactly where it's from, but it's a powerful script against consuming animal flesh. Alright? Neither would these young souls knowingly worship Lucifer and Satan rather than the Most High, rather than the Great Spirit, and follow the Good Shepherd. Therefore, Lucifer would pretend that he was God. He would call himself Yahweh. Okay, and the Bible tells you that he said that he would do this. Okay, he would call himself Yahweh and tell them that he was their creator. All right, this is confirmed in your Bible. Okay, he would establish the priesthood of the serpent on this world, which is the satanic priesthood of the dark path. Lucifer communed with his master Satan, his lower nature. Okay, because Lucifer was created perfect. He was a celestial being. He was a celestial spirit. Okay? But he rebelled against that which was good. Alright? He became puffed up in his pride and his arrogance. Alright? So he fell from glory. Alright? And he began to commune with his master Satan, his lower nature. And behold, the voice of the serpent, Satan, spoke within Lucifer, saying, "Let my priest mix good with evil." This is why people are confused. Alright? Let my priest mix good with evil. For it is in the robes of good that I shall dress my seeds. That's your religion. It's dressed in the robes of good. Come fellowship. Come join the fellowship. It's not good to not be a part of the assembly. But an assembly of what? Deception? No, thank you. Okay? So he dresses it in the robes of good. Alright? Excuse me. And only one thing is truly needful to enslave humanity. He must be made to eat the flesh of animals. For once you eat the flesh of animals, then we can enter his body and enjoy his senses. Okay? Enjoy his senses. That is the same thing that we just read. Okay? Same thing we just read. 1 second. Did I close it out, bro? I guess I did. Let me go get it again. 1 second. Bro, come on. Okay, here. Alright, they get to enjoy the sense organs, okay? Alright? They may experience vicarious thrills through the sense organs of their host, okay? For then we can enter his body and enjoy his senses, alright? Yeah, and we can whisper in his head, and he will believe that our words are his own thoughts. Okay? Bro, everything that I say, I prove. Alright? No matter if his scriptures declare, love one another, as long as he eats flesh, he will be unable to follow those words. And yet, because we mix those good words into his scriptures, our religion of blood sacrifice is made more palatable to the young souls we wish to ensnare. Okay? There you have it. Alright? Now, brain parasites. After the discovery of a variety of brain parasites, scientists actually believe a zombie apocalypse is possible, known as the quote zombie project. Scientists have been looking at ways that parasites and neurotoxins could lead the human race toward insanity. So your insane asylums, all right? The people who are considered mentally ill, okay? It is because of this, all right? Demon possession, all right? This, okay? It was even published in multiple medical journals, all right? Now, if you eat meat, you have parasites. Roundworms, tapeworms, pinworms, fluke worms, bacteria, which is caused by eating animal corpses. Okay? Decomposing corpses, quote unquote meat, putrefies, rots inside of your 30-foot intestine. Okay? At 37 to 98 degrees. Okay? The normal human body is 98 degrees. Alright? So you can just imagine. You're eating a rotting corpse. Alright? It has to decay. Your intestines is 30 feet. Okay? You are not designed to eat meat. You are not designed to eat dead bodies. It's a medical fact that these worms/parasites need, quote, meat to live. Biologists say that they are like maggots. They need waste and garbage to survive. Okay? True omnivores don't cook their food. True carnivores don't cook their food. Alright? And even if you ate it raw, you still gonna get polluted with parasites because you were not created to eat meat. Okay? Humans were not given meat as a food source. We were not given flesh as a food source. It was not by the Great Spirit. It was given to you by Satan. Okay? Now this is why the world is full of lust and violence. Alright? When you eat your burger, this is basically what you're eating. Oh, and I should put a human body up in there too, because we're at the height of their wickedness. Alright? Invasion of the Body Snatchers. They tell you the truth in the movies. Now, in the Invasion of the Body Snatchers, the people had no emotion. They had no love. They had no compassion. They had no empathy. They were emotionless, just going about following orders, being carbon copy robots. Go back and watch that movie with that clarity. Alright? Now, let's see, it's almost 2 hours into this. Let's see where we're at in the audio. I'm going to be restarting another one. I think now is the time to start another one. And Shalom. Let me know if I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Al-Qadr. Is that correct? Shalom, brother. I appreciate you, man. Alright, I'm going to be starting up another one. I'll be right back, okay? Because I don't like long videos, bro. I don't want my videos long. I want them in bite-sized pieces, alright? So that people can be able to find what they need a lot quicker than trying to, sort through a 4 and 5 hour video, bro. Okay? Shalom.